คนทั้งสหรัฐอเมริกาเปลี่ยนแปลงชีวิตตัวเองมาแล้วหลังจากฟังจบท่านจะบอกว่าท่านจะเป็นอะไรก็ได้ในชีวิตไม่มีข้อแม้ไม่มีขีดจำกัดขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับคายเมนาดครับ
สวัสดีครับ My message is very simple. It is to make no excuses. I want you to think about over the course of this presentation and the moment too, the entire event. I want you to think about some of the obstacles that you're facing in your life. The challenges. It's not about me or my story or the other presenters. It's about you and your life. The changes that you can make to be able to make your life everything you could possibly dream for it to be. Because sometimes the words that we speak, the thoughts that we have, if we start to go and think about becoming a victim, we start to complain and whine, we limit what we're capable of. We limit the reach that we can have and the people that we can impact, the lives we can inspire, the depth of our own life. And that is why it is so important, I believe, to make no excuses.
คลายเมนาดเรื่องราวของผู้ชายคนนี้เริ่มต้นด้วยความพิการเกิดมาไร้แขนขาและด้วยความพยายามเขาสามารถใช้ชีวิตได้เหมือนคนปกติกินข้าวเองได้ขับรถได้พิมพ์ดีดได้ที่สำคัญกล้าเดินตามฝันที่อยากจะเป็นนักกีฬาอเมริกันฟุตบอลนักมวยปล้ำถึงจะต้องเจ็บตัวหรือแพ้มากี่ครั้งก็ไม่ยอมถอดใจในที่สุดก็ประสบความสำเร็จตามที่ตั้งเป้าไว้
I was born without my arms and legs, and there's nothing I can ever do to change that. I can tell you that there's nothing that I would choose to do if I could. If I could be born again and be given arms and legs, I would choose not to. Because I believe that that is the greatest gift I've ever been given. And my life, so that you know too, sometimes when people look at me, then they see that I have, the disability. And that might be the only thing that they see the first time that they see me. They might think about all the things in my life that might be challenging. They might wonder how I live my life on a day-to-day. But for me, things aren't that different. Believe it or not, I really don't have that many adaptations for things at all. I use a wheelchair sometimes to get around, but like you guys saw on the stairs, then I get up and down stairs normal. In fact, my house is 3 stories high. I eat with normal silverware, just scooping the food up in a spoon or a fork, spinning it around. I drive a normal vehicle. It has lifted up pedals, extensions on that, so I can go and drive. Use a normal cell phone, type about 50 words a minute on a normal keyboard. So things really aren't that different. So for me, when I tell you that to go and think about the obstacles, for me, the obstacles that I face in my life have nothing to do with that, have nothing to do with the physical.
ค
So for me, when I tell you that to go and think about the obstacles, for me, the obstacles that I face in my life have nothing to do with that, have nothing to do with the physical. The obstacles I'm referring to are the internal ones, the emotional, mental, spiritual challenges that we all have to face, that we all have to endure in life. That is part of being a human being. I did not have an easy time when I started competing in sports. When I first started to wrestle, when I first started to play the American football, took me a long time to become good at what I did. In the football, I played on the defense position, so my job was to tackle the person carrying the ball. I would be down on all fours, and when the ball carrier would come at me, I would take my helmet and smash it into his legs and try to bring him down. But it took me a long time to figure out how to do that. It took me a long time, even much longer, over a year, to win my first wrestling match. I lost 35 times in a row. Sometimes it's easier to criticize. You may have seen on the TV program that on J that played this week that I was a wrestler and wanted to fight in mixed martial arts, MMA. In 2007, I announced that I was going to seek my first fight, and there was a huge uproar where people did not want to see me compete. People actually expressed hate when I announced my decision to step in the cage and fight. And then when I went to go and fight, there were many fans of the mixed martial arts, MMA, many fans who said that I would be the death of the sport, that they would turn on CNN in the morning and see me bloody and unconscious, dead in the middle of a ring. And they said that I was a freak show, and it was a huge setback for me. Because I'd never really been blocked from doing something my whole life. Things when I started had been very hard, but I'd never been stopped by someone else, by another group of people, by government, anything. It was one of the hardest things I ever had to face.
หลังจากที่เรื่องราวของผู้ชายคนนี้ถูกเผยแพร่ผ่านหนังสือและสื่อต่างๆเขาถูกเชิญไปบรรยายตามที่ต่างๆเกือบทั่วโลกเพื่อสร้างแรงบันดาลใจให้คนกล้าเผชิญในอุปสรรคกล้าเดินตามฝันเชื่อหรือไม่ครั้งหนึ่งเขาเคยท้อและเหนื่อยจนคิดจะเลิกแต่ก็มีจุดเปลี่ยนครั้งยิ่งใหญ่ที่ทำให้เขากลับมามีพลังลุกขึ้นสู้ใหม่อีกครั้งเมื่อเขาพบกับทหารที่เพิ่งกลับมาจากสงครามอิรัก2 คน